Right.
Ethan?
Hi guys, back. Welcome to another video. And today
Ethan!
I am going to be apparently playing as Ethan.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Right. Well, in that case, well, guys, I'm gonna be finishing off episode 1 today.
He hides too well, and if he was smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Oh, I wanted to say I win.
Ryan, look who we've found.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
A stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
He's
I thought we'd
me.
never find you again.
He's the wee one
I'm right
with the
here. And I
worries
promise,
all the time.
I'm not going anywhere.
I wish
I'm
Mira
going
was
to
here.
hell.
And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
5 minutes later, some dude says,
I don't want Garrett to die
Mira's
either.
dead.
Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
I don't know what he did to get sent away like that.
Bam.
He won't get hurt.
He got hurt by those Whitehill men.
I bet he killed one.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
Bam.
I'll have him punished for saying that.
What does
I'll have him
milksop
on.
mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man.
Yeah, and then
He
once I
taught
learn how to
Roderick
plunge
and
one through
Asher,
his stomach
and he even
say,
showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how
Get
to
wrecked.
fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise
Did he
me you
blow up
won't
in
be
fire
like
and
that.
made everything
Please,
ashes?
just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
Bam.
I don't want to get angry. But I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
Bam.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Get
course.
wrecked.
Why not?
Aye.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Screw that, I can do it. I want to play Pokemon Go out here. There's a Lapras somewhere and I want to catch it.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come
Screw you,
demanding
there's an
justice.
Oddish back there.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord.
Oh, guys,
We
I'm
really
recording this right
must
after the
go.
first one, so... Still
It's
got
your
the cup
decision.
of tea.
You are the Lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways. Someone should tell him to leave us alone.
I might remind you, Sir Royland. I'm the new Lord of House Forrester, not you.
Of course, my lord.
Get roasted.
It's okay. You should
Get
go.
lost.
It's what must be done.
Fine, let's be done with it.
Oh, do I have to go no matter what I say? Right then. Am I not supposed to be following that dude? Oh well, I'm here anyways.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction.
Screw
Out
you.
there, you said you were the Lord. Now prove it.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men lord over.
His hair looks like Pennywise dancing clown. He sure looks like a clown.
Lord Ethan, is it?
Lay off
My
the happy
condolences
news.
for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
I'm gonna play it cool with him.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
My father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oathbreakers.
Aye! And look where that got him.
I'll put you on a spike
And
in a
no
minute.
bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters. Does little Lord Forrester know how to speak?
I always run out of time.
You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
What's your
Lord
language?
Ethan, you're losing control of this.
Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been
Let me
different
say
between us.
something, man.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
I'm ready
What
to
is
say
it
the
you
next
want,
thing.
Lord Whitehill?
Oh, it's the dude I almost stabbed.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that?
Hey, you killed one of my
Attack
pigs.
for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you
Look
answer
at that,
for
you
your
killed one of the
squire,
pigs.
Lord Ethan?
I'll farm you, you look like
He
you've got too
acted
much
in your
bacon.
name. And you are the Lord of this house.
We lost people too, Lord Whitehill. Your men murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. Soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
I took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it.
Get wrecked.
I'm not leaving
There's the
until
door.
I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
I'll answer to him and I'll tell you to get out
What
of
kind
my
of
house.
fucking house is this?
A house
My
of
house?
honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
Damn
You
son.
bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But
Let's get out my house then.
this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
This is over. Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
I don't think he has the intellect to do that, so I'll show you.
May
Doors
be
there.
lord of this
Out.
house. But Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own. That the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
Mine.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
He will. Oh, you bet your butt he will.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Can we not just, you know, dial it up on the 01292?
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Yeah, so I'm playing as a girl now. I'm looking at that chest. Ah, I said look at, not touch. Oh.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Oh, is this my stuff? Right then.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. Ethan made this for me.
High garden brooch, right then.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Pin it to my jacket then. Got a strut.
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Sorry, but yeah, Roderick's is dead. Letter from Mother.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
I hear that bird. I ain't answering that, so I get lost. I'm looking out this window first. Oh, it won't let me.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
How
Please
did I
hurry if you
avoid it?
can.
He asked me if
Lady
it was okay.
Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
And I said, I'm good.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
That one from My Little Pony or something.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but...
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
I want to go swim
But
in
I
the
thought
water.
you ought to know.
Need some
Most people don't
blood.
tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
I'll have you know what's happening. Shut the door. That was
Lady
quick.
Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Right then.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
These guys look like they should be in Lord
See
of
if
the
the
Rings,
Queen
not
Regent
Game
is
of the
ready to
Thrones
receive
Telltale
us.
version. Like those guards. Look like orcs, not people.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
I'm actually gonna tell her what she wants to hear, because I feel like it.
Good luck.
You
It's
can
a
do
dwarf
this.
and a chair. Wait, 1, 2. There's 3 there. Look at
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
It's Anakin Skywalker.
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace?
Who's Tyrion?
With your permission,
That-
allow me to
that chair's
introduce
made of
Lady
swords.
Mira of House Forrester.
This one.
Your Grace.
The girl knows her courtesies.
Queen is
Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
I'll pick up one of those swords.
I won't stand for
I'll pick up that
impertinence
whole
from a
chair
girl
and
of the
smack you in the
North.
head with
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Gets hit by a
Perhaps too
velociraptor.
clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
No?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end.
Screw you. I came in here
Old
wanting
allegiances
to
are not
say what you
easily
want to hear, but
abandoned.
now I just want to...
But now that the war
See,
is
opposite.
over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told.
And you're not having none.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask
Yeah.
any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts?
Fire.
You are a girl
light
from the
you on
north
fire.
here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
I'll stab you.
I'm not quite sure what to make of her. Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl, but not very encouraging either. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I love the art style of this
Of
game.
course, Your Grace.
Telltale games look so good. Aesthetically pleasing.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Right.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I don't particularly like her.
Yet you did your best to please. You'll do well here in King's Landing. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
Yes.
Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far.
Okay, so the question here is, do I want to annoy the Queen I actually do hate, or not? But if I do it, I'm risking the house. I've got ages to wait though. Oh, whoops.
Dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
Yes.
I'll consider
Annoy
it.
that queen.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Oh, a nest of vipers. That's the name of like the 5th episode, I think. 4th or 5th.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
It went well.
Really? That's a relief. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
Bam.
Put it back.
We're just having a bit of fun. It's probably for the best. I've heard he's a bit perverse. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Margaery well.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right.
Well, that's
Of
not what I
course.
meant by that.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well? Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Oh, shucks. It's
I'm
not
just
what I was
glad it's
going for.
over. King's Landing can be
Is that bird
exhausting
gonna
sometimes.
get here anytime soon?
There's always someone to
They
please or
sent a
some
raven, I
perceived
think.
slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
No.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
The actual do, though.
Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Ask for help.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her. Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on
Oh,
Lady
screw
Sansa.
you. I shouldn't have let you come on.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Oh, turn that back on her.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
What's this with all the ravens and everything? It's not even arrived for me yet. Is this episode still going on? You're serious right now? Bye, horsey. See you later, horse.
7 hells.
happening to him?
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
They're torturing him.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have full enough practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never
Damn,
stop.
he's looking at me.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father
Damn,
was
he's
the
looking at
Warden
me.
of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh. Listen. There.
Damn.
Hear that? I know I heard something. Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Damn son, we're trying this. Behind a tree. Oh wait, you didn't find this? Funny. You okay, dude? Need some help there?
Bloody hell.
Damn.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young.
Right, well, I'm gonna get a different clip.